Oh, and welcome to the Purple Sticky Podcast. Believe it or not, it's episode 11 because I just kick ass like that and kicking ass, taking names, chewing bubble gum, drinking. I do whatever I want. We're at episode 11 and we should be at 10. And this show should be canceled because there's a motherfucking Ravens game on right now. But instead, we're here. How are you doing, Rick?
Doing good. I don't have the game on, but we can check it out in a second. I'll give you the play-by-play.
Well, fucking, they're playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have only won two games and have had a seven-game losing streak. And apparently, they think they're going to kick our asses tonight.
Okay, but it's
We've only got
Baltimore.
last I saw, only had a field goal.
Huh? It's
We had
Baltimore.
missed opportunity. But anyway, so
Baltimore.
if you're watching live, you're probably watching because I advertised that Deron Miller is going to be on our show tonight. Now, if you know anything about Darren and the Smodcast with Matt Janitas, Darren doesn't show up sometimes. So I made sure that there was a lot of contact with Darren. Darren made sure to let me know he was going to be here. So I think he will be here in due time. Uh, sometimes, East Coast, West Coast, it's 6:05, 6:07 for him. So he's probably making dinner, finishing dinner, or, trying to make time for us. So let's not hate on me. Let's not hate on him. He'll be here. But anyway, so I found some new things out I want to talk about. First, our band will be live on Twitch this Sunday, and that's the 14th. So if you want to see us streaming live from probably I'd say 11 a.m. to about 6 p.m. Follow us on Twitch. Just type in Rakeon and it'll say Rakeon Purple Sticky. Put in that follow. We've already got 10 people in one day, so thank you guys. We plan to show you, everything behind the scenes, what we're doing. We're going to be recording a minimum of four
Hopefully, not too
tracks.
much behind the scenes. You're going to see where it all started, man.
Well,
I'll
no,
just
no,
leave it
no.
at that. We're going to
So
be
I had
on
a question.
location.
Are are you going to be able to be gaming in that separate room where the computers are? Can you
Well,
game while
I
you're?
mean, we'll figure it the fuck out. There's going to be all kinds of shit going on. I have no clue what's going to happen. I have no clue who's
Oh
going to
no, no,
show
no.
up.
So here, no, no. I know. I look. So the main room in your basement where the like TV is, that's where we're shooting the music video. Um, kind of like we're gonna set up in that living room area, and then the other side with the bar is gonna be where all the cameras and shit are. From there, I was thinking where your computers are, that would be for people to take their like time to themselves if they wanted to just get on a computer and game. Because what we're going to be doing is my phone is going to be what's live streaming on Twitch. So basically, I'll have it. Whoever's got my phone is going to be walking around and streaming what everybody's doing. So I'm just letting you know, like, if you want to fuck around on your computer or do this and that, that's
I
fine.
mean, there'll be all kinds of shit going on. I think we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. There'll be music
Yeah.
videos, gaming shit. You know what I mean? People might recognize the location. I know it's a place that Darren's been about 100 times. So
Oh yeah. So yeah, he was supposed to get. So hopefully he comes here. He's supposed to give us tips on how to not let our videos suck because they did a basement video.
yeah,
So
dude, I've made where we're gonna be on location. I've made multiple movies.
so I know everybody's excited that's working on the project. Um, so yeah, our buddy Summer Cam, his family's going to be there. Cam and his family are going to be there helping us out, and then uh,
Yeah,
I guess it's actually going to be
anyone could show
you
up.
and me are
That's the
going to be doing
problem
some
though.
camera
So we'll
work,
see what happens.
dude. It's going to be. I can't wait to get this video done. The promise. Our drummer keeps texting me right now. Jeremy, if you're watching this live, you better cut it out live. He keeps telling me you have to cut some of our songs short with the verses because I write too much. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, you'll
so check
figure all
this.
that part out.
The fuck happened on there? All right, used to these technical difficulties. All right, so anyway, the video. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be black or white. And the other thing I want to do is I want to give our drummer and Jerks Productions a chance to both edit the video to see two different versions of the video. I want to have options before we release it. And the promise that you, the viewers, need to be making us is, come on, man. You know how to make something go viral. You're gonna like what we're gonna put out. It's gonna be theatrical. So do us a favor. Share, 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 share. I mean, I'm not like, come on, man, I'm Chad. Make sure you like and subscribe.
No,
All we're
it'll get
asking
shared one way or the other.
is share. Right. No, no, no. I don't care. I mean, I love the hate just as much as I love the love. But anyway, look forward to a really cool video. And if you follow us on Twitch, you'll actually be able to see it being made.
Either that or you get to see a train wreck in progress. Either way is it's gold. I've done both.
Right.
They both make
Yeah.
they're both fun, they both make
So
money, and hopefully we do both. So but anyway,
you
now it'll
got
be a good time, man. Get to see everybody. Hopefully record some cool shit. You know, maybe throw out some good music. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But these motherfuckers better be ready to fucking rock and roll once they hit the spot. Because it's gonna be a rough day. I'll put it that way.
no, it's gonna be fun as hell. The only question I have for you, and no, I made good progress today. Oh, he's not. Jeremy keeps texting me. All right. So anyway, what was I say? So the only I don't want to make a conversation out of this, but what's the rule on unvaxxed people at your house?
The rule of what? I didn't hear you, man.
Unvaccinated people.
Oh, I mean,
Are they
I'm
masked up?
around
Who's
people that want
masked
to
up?
die every day, but I prefer they don't die that way. So it's better off, you know what I mean, to take your shot, fucking, be safe. I don't want to be
No, no,
all
no.
jazzed up.
I mean, so what I'm getting at is like, I don't care that we're live. Let's be real here. I mean, our
I mean, I would
drummer
prefer that
is.
people, are ready to be around other people. And to do that these days, you got to get your shots. It's like a puppy or like your kids at school. Our kids got to get shots. Our dogs got to get shots. Everyone's got to get
Right.
their
And
shot.
I mean, you don't know who you're going to be around that's unvaccinated either. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
like I said, I prefer that they'd have taken care of their shit, before they get to my house. If not, they might have to stay outside.
Uh-oh. Then we might have to, the video might have to be outside. Fuck.
I mean, well, I mean, we could. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You know what I mean? We can figure it out.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I just found out that our drummer's not vaccinated.
Yeah, I mean, we probably figured that out too. But the other thing is, it's like fucking without a condom. You got to know who you're fucking with. He doesn't seem like the type of dude that's out partying every night. You know what I mean? Like hanging out with a bunch of shady people. Would you bang him
Doesn't
without a
mean he couldn't
condom?
have.
I probably would.
He could have double dipped his chip in the
Yeah.
pat.
So
No, I'm
if you,
joking.
Tristan,
But
if you bang him without a condom, then he's allowed in the house. And
that
that's
is
the
so funny
rule.
you said that. That is so funny you said that because when we were texting, I said clearly you're not vaccinated, and he didn't respond, and I was like motherfucker, and I was like okay, so Sunday we're gonna hold you down and prick you, and he goes, oh, I'll be so fucking mad, and I was like I wasn't talking about vaccination, I was talking about gay stuff. That's the funniest thing
No,
that you
it's
said that
just
because
like I
that's
said.
exactly how the
It's just you don't
conversation
want to
went.
risk. There might be some older, people with health shit going on at the house. But then again, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's other instances of, I don't want to get into this fucking right now because it turns into a big mess. But we can figure it out. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Oh balls. Oh balls. Okay, moving on. While we wait for Darren, we're enhance the conversation with my producer. Everybody, welcome, Rob Wild.
What's up,
Oh, we got
And
Chode
Scallywag?
up
yeah,
in the
just keep
piece
him
too.
muted. I don't know why Chode's here. Just keep him muted. All right.
Hey,
So
the
It's
everyone, please
weird
notice.
In Jimmy Castle's defense, for some reason, when he tries to log on here, it doesn't give him the option. It just puts him on the screen. So he understands when I kick him right off.
So the best part
it's
is
good. It's
everyone.
good, like satire though, because I'm always like, get him out of
Rob's
here.
Rob's scenery right there, the scenario he's in, that's real. That is a
Yeah.
sketchy Florida hotel room with a sketchy dude smoking a cigarette, waiting for good
Okay,
times.
all right. Let me cook you, Mister Fucking Mad Scientist Genius.
I
First
like
of
it.
all, I'm sketchy. All right, this is a joint because
Oh, even
this
better.
is supposed to be the podcast, and we've lost track of that. And thirdly, I'm in a Hilton, motherfucker.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
no,
Wait. And now there's all different types of Hiltons. Are you in a
this
micro
is an
suite?
actual legit Hilton,
A
not
Paris
like
Hilton.
not a run by Hilton, an actual Hilton.
It looks like those curtains. He looks like it looks like in Tommy Boy where he's got the
No,
view of the
dude, it
pool.
definitely like at least the way you have the scenery going on now, it's definitely giving me like the 78 to 84 like vibe.
I'll go with
Right.
84. I'm missing the mullet, but I'm with you.
No, I mean it looks
He's
cool.
like
I mean
he's
I
like, you
mean
sure you want me on the show? I see two girls eating cheeseburgers in the parking
that
lot
gets
right
pussy
now.
down
Do
in
you mind
Florida.
making
Tons
sure
of
they're
pussy
safe?
down in Florida, dude. I've been here one day and I've already been laid once. Woohoo!
So you got me beat for the whole summer.
Did you just fall down?
No, I'm gonna come have my
Um,
way with Rake
wh-
next, so we can end your streak. Nothing.
wait, what? Sorry, I got lost.
I said I'm gonna come have my way with Rake and end his streak.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I got at least laid twice. I got proof of that. They're running around the house somewhere.
So-
I'll drink to
Someone
that.
can take that away from me, except maybe a DNA test.
and then you're gonna
So,
find out
what's up with
actually
your
my kids is gonna be weird.
I'm not
You're gonna be
Middle
one of them
Eastern.
dads at 60.
Going to the
Hey,
graduation.
Ray,
So what'd you do, Tristan?
what did I do? My ass. I
I
did.
couldn't hear what you were saying. What's the question?
I see you, Dave.
I said so. Said so. What's up with your buddies from Pennsylvania not showing up on time? I
That's what Pennsylvanians do.
seems to be a trend with these Pennsylvania fucks. They don't.
I mean, some of these motherfuckers, man, I can't make them show. You know what I
No,
mean?
I wouldn't call them Pennsylvania fucks. I'm not a huge fan personally of Pennsylvania, which is why I'm in Tampa getting ready to make this move. But the
Right.
people in Pennsylvania, they just like the people in Florida or California, they move at their own pace. They have their own way of looking at shit. Now, let me tell you a funny Pennsylvania story that happened yesterday. And it made me realize, thank God I'm going to Tampa tomorrow to loosen up and unwind a little bit. And Ray you can both relate. I'm driving through a giant Eagle parking lot.
Ha!
I'm not speeding. I'm not being a fucking doucher. I'm just driving. But some guy stops, pushing his basket, starts screaming at me as I'm driving, and spit this giant green loogie on the side of my car.
It's fucking disgusting.
So I slammed on my brakes and I hopped out, ran up on that dude, grabbed him by his faggot fucking 90s Kurt Cobain flannel, drug him to my car, used
Uh-oh.
his flannel to wipe my car's loogie off, threw him on the ground, and the dude looked at me with sheer terror. It dawns on me later, like this guy seems like he never thought that there would be some kind of consequence. And by the way, Ramses Nightingale, this is not your fucking page. Go fuck yourself. Go eat a Twinkie, motherfucker. Anyway, it's like it
What's he
never
saying?
dawned. He's like, oh, this is my fucking page. Fuck you, fuckhead. Do something for the page instead of threatening to take too
Ooh,
much
calm
off
down.
because I'm not paying for your computer, motherfucker.
Man,
Whoa, we're
that
live. We
computer,
are
dude.
live. Don't do that here.
But
So all I'm gonna
it
say, Rob, is
it
I can already tell you're talking about Giant Eagle. I already
It's
know a part
it
of the state that
seemed
is. Around here, you're Acme, ShopRite country.
it
So,
seemed to
you know what
me
I
that
mean? We
this
don't play that game in the ShopRite parking lot. You can ask all my buddies from the neighborhood, fucking decal, all the fools from the trailer park. They know about the ShopRite.
it seems to me like
Anyway.
this guy, this classic. I mean, he had the full on Pittsburgh accent. Clearly, he's lifer there, and it seemed to this guy like there was no even inkling of there will be consequence for this. I'm gonna spit on this guy's car. He's gonna keep going. I'm gonna walk off feeling macho. And where I come from, back in Sacramento, that would get you shot. Like you got to really do a double think on that. So when you say people from Florida or Pennsylvania, or when you try to label people in, you got to realize different parts of the country, man, breed
Yeah, I mean,
very, very
you got
different
some more
mindsets.
country folk out there.
It's not even that. It's all
I'll be
different
I'll be
mindsets no
back in a
matter
second.
where you go. Like
Yeah,
some
no, that's why I
people,
don't. I try not to. I try not to
What are you
make too many
crying?
assumptions,
What's wrong?
lest I, not make it out. Make it out safe. Yeah, fucking your boy Leatherface will tell you the last time I was in Sacktown, I saw him there. It was about 20
yeah.
years ago, but
It's sad, man. I keep hearing the feedback from my friends in Sacramento about the direction the poor city in this dead state is going. It's heartbreaking, man.
yeah, I mean, I want to, like, I don't know that much about, that part of the fucking country. I only ever got to fuck around, like, LA and Sacktown a couple times. Went to a meth hotel before a CKY show. In where the fuck was it? Santa Rosa. Other than that,
Now,
that's my
Rick,
experience
did your
in the
meth
state.
hotel have these kinds of curtains?
Okay, so you can't speak to her at all because you don't know how to handle this. You need to handle
Did you hear me?
yourself.
Nah, what was that?
I said, did your
This
meth
is
hotel have these kinds of curtains?
They were those kind of curtains, but the best part was dudes up
You
at
can't be
like
crying the entire time.
5:30 a.m. when the sun came up, but with straight up Walkmans, like legit Walkmans, just
Walkman.
like pacing on the fucking balcony.
Jesus. See, that would freak me out. That's very meth
Like
heady.
with the like the old 80s Walkmans, like orange, like
Yeah.
sponge shit on the fucking headphones.
That's the kind of shit they still give you in jail.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, man. We all, I think 4 or 5 of us slept in a 2-bedroom hotel room. I spooned with Uncle Matt.
And by the
I
way,
think
the
Rab,
longer
I
you would
forget
have
who
done
Rab
that,
had to spoon
someone would
with.
have called the police. If I
So
called
No,
we
it
the
might
didn't
have
police,
been
really,
either Vern or
no,
someone.
it's not fair, Talia. You have to control yourself.
Tristan, we can hear you. You might want to hit mute.
Yeah, I don't think he's figured that part out.
They fucking
The cool
do
part,
fuck you.
I'm your buddy Darren. I'm sorry. Yeah, your buddy Darren just showed up, so I'm going to bring him on in
Yeah, put him on.
Now my guest is
just
here.
a moment.
No,
Just
you need
waiting
to be
for
quiet.
old Purple Sticky himself to come on back. White Jesus, as I like to call him. Rick, you
Oh
got
my
you
God,
got
damn
a
it!
name for your show yet? Though I told you before we got started, I'd love to go with some kind of like a crazy adult Bill Nye angle with when you do your shows.
Yeah, well, like I said, the concept is still forming right now, but it's time for the real science hour.
That's right.
Now that we got to hear some, some family time with Tristan.
Yep, we got the
Fuck
ease
my
off.
life, dude.
Hope the family's doing
The,
well.
the only time everything is wrong is when I do one thing for myself. And even if something does go wrong, I don't have anybody in my life that's like, oh my God, something's happening where he needs to just have his moment. It's always got to be a disaster. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Deron Miller.
What I would like to do, Tristan, is
No,
go ahead and bring
no,
Darren Miller on.
Ah,
just introduce him.
Before I remove myself from the program, I try like hell every week to keep you honest, Purple Sticky, and I haven't seen you smoke weed for weeks on your podcast. So
Can't do it. I can't do it.
wait, what?
What do
I can't do it.
if I come in like at the wrong time?
It's like, did I walk in on something?
I'm fine. I can.
just
I,
go now.
I am having the worst internet problems that I probably ever had in my life because of the wind outside. It's unbelievable wind, and the internet goes down. Everything takes forever to load up. I can't text. I don't receive texts. It's a nightmare.
But I can't believe how good your hair looks.
Well, thank you.
It's so long. It's so not frayed.
Because I don't cut it.
I don't cut mine either, but it fucking
The way
turned
to
into
go.
this. How you been, fuckface?
Great. How you been?
Oh my God. You know how it is. Fucking keep it alive down here. The leaves are finally changing color.
It's a great time of year. It's a great time of year. And I have to say, the way of doing this, what we're doing right now, is probably the smoothest way to do this. Because there's no freezing. We're hearing each other right away.
Yeah, cool. Just turn on the fucking phone and see what happens. You know what I mean? Get all that fancy equipment up.
But, you know, it's just frustrating because there's a lot of stuff that, you know, everybody's got to do that has to do with going live, doing it now, go online. And I have the worst, most shittiest. I mean, my son is always complaining about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with our internet? It goes down all the time. And it's frustrating because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to do something and I can't keep up. I'm always like 20 minutes behind.
But also where you live too, Darren, you could be like, I think the neighbors 2 neighborhoods down are on fire right now. So there might be a little glitch in the internet.
Probably. When isn't this neighborhood not on fire? It's always on fire. At the windiest, driest times.
But yeah, I'm excited, Darren. So I finally got my amp back. That the last time I actually used was with the U. I thought it was gone. Art stole it.
Oh yeah. That's right.
20 years ago.
That's right.
So
why didn't you buy a new one? Just buy a new one.
My Threshing Sledge amp is back. So I actually have a guitar amp now that like guitar amps are completely almost obsolete because you can plug everything into like a fucking $1 zillion computer and like, you know, have every pedal you ever imagined.
Yeah, well, it's a shame, man. If it didn't sound as good or better to just plug into some machine, I'd still be using amps.
But I can't wait to see if the fucking thing actually works.
Right, I know. I still have my practice. I'm still doing everything the same way I used to do it. I have my 4-track cassette tape. I record riffs onto a 4-track cassette.
That's the way, dude.
I don't know how to fucking do it online. Pull up
full-blown analog. Tell me you still got your old like delay pedals and shit like that.
Dude, I went out and I bought a bunch of them just because they looked cool. I didn't even read what they did.
Remember, motherfuckers would like tape those things and like somehow fit them onto like some kind of like plywood board.
Yeah,
clicking feet around like
the pedal board.
Hit the wrong one.
Pedal boards.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going acoustic when you're trying to do like your heavy metal lead. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. You're always hitting the wrong one or a chord falling out. That's the most embarrassing thing live. When you're ready to do something really kick ass and you step on it and the fucking thing comes out. They haven't perfected that yet. No, they haven't perfected.
He's ready to hit his big solo. Next thing you know, it's fucking Peter Frampton. Do you feel like we do?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh fuck!
That's the thing.
God damn it!
That's why they're color coordinated too, which I like the way they look. They're all lined up together. It looks like I have like candy. I'm stepping on pieces of candy, Jolly Ranchers or something. I don't even know half the time when I step on them what it's gonna sound like. So I just
that'll work. You know, fuck it.
Yeah,
but I'll take it.
So what are you guys? What are you guys talking about here?
All kinds of dumb shit. We were busting on you, but then you showed up, so then we had to fucking stop that.
Right.
Was there some kind of heated debate going on?
Nah, the producer's in some kind of like meth hotel in Florida, which is kind of cool.
A meth hotel?
Yeah, it wasn't. You know what I was just talking about? The last time I think I really got to hang out with you was a legit meth hotel in Santa Rosa.
Are you serious?
in that airplane hangar. I drove up there with fucking Uncle Matt and fucking who the fuck up did I come up with? Rab might have been in the car and Chad. You all played a show up in Santa Rosa. It was probably
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I remember. I have a lot of pictures from that day actually, but I don't think you're in any of them. I got to go through. I don't know. Dude, I can't.
No, it is funny. You'll see tomorrow, Tristan. I got like my one photo box. The only like photo box I have might be from that thing. I probably took all the pictures of myself, so you didn't have any, just so I could like prove I was there.
Unless we're talking about two different occasions.
We'll see tomorrow though. You can see how young everybody looks and how like not gray my fucking hair was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the last time we really got to hang out. So I got to get out to Cali again.
Yeah, I always make, everybody's like, when are we? Here's the thing. My grandmother is 101, and I'm terrified of her dying because you know what's this is what sucks is that I'm gonna have to go to the funeral. So I'm terrified of flying to the point where I can't even respect my grandmom's eventual death enough to get on the fucking plane. I'm terrified of it. So if I guess
back in the day, you had things called tour buses that would just kind of take you across the country. You could actually make a little money on the way.
Yeah, well, if it's about work, I used to force myself to do it. I either knocked myself out with something or drank a lot or whatever. Yeah. But that was before. Like, this is worse. Now I'm more terrified than ever. I wasn't.
Now they got like airborne AIDS and all that shit on the plane too. Fucking you know what I mean? Like everyone's wearing masks and all that shit.
Yeah, but it's the mechanical issue of it. It's like every time I go somewhere now. I mean, we used to. I don't know. When I used to have a job, I hated it, of course, but I did it, because I didn't want to get fired. Nobody does their job anymore. Like I even in my benefit, I went to the grocery store and I bought something, right? Probably $10, $11. He couldn't scan it. So he said, you know what, just take it. I'm like, you're not even going to fucking charge me for it?
Like, I just steal it? Like, is this a game? Dude, you would have been crying out here, Darren. There's no more pharmacists. So you know what it's like in fucking Chester County where we're from. It's not the youngest place in the world. Dude, I thought there was going to be a motherfucking, like, diuretic, like, heart medicine riot at CVS. That shit was getting ready to pop off, man.
For what? What was that?
They were just like, the pharmacist isn't here. And all these people are like, I need my heart medicine. And the lady's just like, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm going to buy like a pack of gum or like some bullshit for my kids.
See what I mean?
Like, I'm like, this is about to get real.
Nobody's doing their job anymore.
Oh, like our folks, Darren, like people are like coming in. Like the place opens at 9:00. They're there at 8:59.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, this is going to get ugly, man. It's going to get real ugly. I mean, how do you have a pharmacy with no pharmacist?
Why wasn't the pharmacist there?
And the lady's like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's
the whole like reason that these people.
That is the best. I'm out of this. That is the best.
Like that is some old lady doesn't want to pound like 4 Red Bulls. You know what I mean? Like, like she might die in the parking lot.
That's a lawsuit.
People just for some reason just don't want to do their jobs. I don't know how they do it because Darren, you have to do your job. I have to do my job,
right?
Or else we don't have things like gasoline, an automobile to drive. You know what I mean?
No. Because we're from that generation where our parents said, if you don't do, you don't get. If you don't work, you don't get. And now, like we have kids that I have to fight every day to try to tell them that it's completely insane that not just them, but everybody their age or around their age they have to earn things. You don't just get
weird shit. So like Darren, like way back in the day, when we used to fuck around, play music together or whatever, people would aspire, let's say, to be like in a band like Metallica or Slayer or something like that. Yeah. But there was no problem working at Dairy Queen to get there. That was like the expectation. Like you got off your job at either Dairy Queen or Las Vegas Pizza. You know what I mean? And then we would go to Al's Music.
Al
buy, like one of those like fancy guitar pedals that you could afford that I never could because you actually had a job. And I spent all my money on,
My
I spent
senior
my
year,
$45 dishwashing on a bag of weed.
right? I was washing dishes too. I washed dishes at Margaritas when I was 15.
Yes,
And then
yes. I think I took over when you quit.
Probably. I quit on a Saturday night because I found out that they were supposed to be sharing the tips. So waiters and waitresses were supposed to be tipping me out, and they didn't. So I said, I got to get revenge. Obviously, I can't just let this slide. So on their busiest day, I think it was July 4th of July, they had all these huge packed restaurants. I said, I'm not going in. I'm not going in. This is after I explained to them what I was angry about is that I should have been making some tips, and you guys just didn't give them to me.
Yeah.
They were calling like, where are you? We're dying over here. We need you to be washing the dishes. And I was just sitting by the answer machine like,
I remember they used to call too, man. They get so mad.
Oh my
I'm
God.
almost positive that I got your job when you quit.
we all worked there, dude. We all worked there.
That was a good time, man.
That's
Because
awesome.
you could just slide out the back, and next thing you know, like there's something going down at the trailer park. You'd head down to like walk to my house, like something was going down, man.
Yeah, me, J Rab, Aaron Ashcraft, you, I can't even fucking remember. We all washed dishes there, man.
Too.
We all watched
Speaking of your buddy Ashcraft, man, guess who? Art took pity on me. Mr. Moneybags, and I got one of Aaron's
Pity on you for what?
Oh, he bought me one of Aaron's hand-me-downs.
Wait, which one? The Solar,
Hold on, I'm gonna grab it.
the RG470, the Ibanez. I don't know what he's talking about.
I didn't know he has it on hand. That's awesome. No, I think it's a Washburn. Is it a Washburn or no? It's an ESP.
ESP. I'm not really educated on all of Aaron's.
I haven't even heard him play it. He just shows it off.
Guitars. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard Ted play
He's good. He's actually
junior year, maybe.
he's very surprisingly good.
I know
It's
he
just
always thought I was. He was good. I just think that
My
he
second
was
guitar.
smarter.
Oh, that's sweet.
I didn't even know Aaron Ashcraft had a guitar like that. That's fucking awesome.
Let me see the head.
Really, I like that. What make is it? What's the brand?
Look at the head break.
What's the ESP? Extra special bitter? I'm not giving you a head.
ESB? Is it a knockoff?
Yeah,
No,
it probably is. It's made in Indonesia, it says. Look, there's a serial number and everything.
Aaron Ashcraft gave that to you?
No, he made Art buy it.
Oh.
And then I made Art give it to me.
I always thought that Aaron Ashcraft only had two guitars, his new one and his old one. The light green
my
one.
New one now. My old one, I only have ever had two. My BC Rich, which vanished into oblivion.
The super glue headstock. The super glue headstock.
Yeah, like that thing. I thought the amp was gone too, but I found that after 20 years. Maybe we'll find the actual guitar.
What kind of amp was it?
It's a Fender.
A Fender.
I would drag that up here too and show you, but it's too fucking heavy.
Oh, it's a big amp. It's like a half stack.
100 watt.
It's not a Deron Miller big amp. It's a
I don't have. I don't have any.
like 90 big heavy amp.
I don't have
We're not big.
an amp. I do not have an amp,
Huh.
except for that little practice one. But I don't count that. No, if I
No,
wanted
you
to
got
get,
a nice setup.
well, I have things that I only purchase musical items that I need. I don't, I never bought nice cars. I'm not a spender. I don't like to buy extravagant things.
It's very utilitarian.
It's good though.
It's just it's not. I don't, I'm not materialistic. I'm not trying to say that. It's just that I never really saw the point in having anything more than I needed. So, and as far as musical things, I have everything I need except an amp. But like you said, when you're in the studio nowadays, you go direct and it sounds better than a mic amp. But people are like,
fucking crazy. I put that
That's
shit
what
into
I'm
a
trying
computer. I can sound like Megadeth.
right.
I don't even have to try.
You have to be honest with that's the problem, is that a lot of music all sounds the same because everybody's using the same tactics that they actually don't really know how to do. So I try to be as honest as possible. If I'm going to use an alternative to using real instruments, I have to make sure that it isn't something that the band or myself isn't capable of actually doing. I have to be able to do what I'm doing, not make something shitty and then switch it into making it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, so there's like actually substance underneath all the fucking like other shit that's like on top of it.
Yeah,
He's always been very utilitarian, Tristan, even with his friends, his choice of friends. You know what I mean? They were very like not fancy. You know what I mean? But they did what they had to do. People like Aaron Ashcraft and Scott, myself. You know what I mean?
Personality.
Like, nothing over
Personality.
the top, you know?
Anybody with I liked being friends with anybody that had a personality. I could not stand anybody that wanted to hang out that just had either nothing to say or was there to cause some kind of argument or something. You just throw those.
Yeah, that can get annoying too. Like the people that just want to like be annoying.
Yeah, it'd be annoying, like on purpose. Just somebody that wants to be like artificially objective. You know, not even like really objective. Just like I'm going to go into this situation and disagree with whatever they're saying.
Like try and watch a movie and then just fucking complain the whole time. Yeah. You'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Get out of here.
You know, like why did you come here if you just want to be fucking miserable the whole time?
Right, exactly. Not miserable.
Oh, I miss those days.
But I don't. If I'm miserable, I try to keep my mouth shut. But no one else will.
You got the look. I miss the look.
That's the thing. The look, the body language, the facial language gives me away. But the things that come out of my mouth, I try to. There's expressions that I love you.
Yeah, this is the best time ever. I'll be gone now, but I might see you one day.
No, we will. I'm gonna try to get over this. Like I was saying, the reason that I'm afraid to fly so much is because it's like if they're cutting corners on who they hire at Wendy's, like if I'm gonna get something at Wendy's.
Good point.
If I'm gonna order one thing from Wendy's and they don't even have the decency to get that right, and then if I tell them they didn't get it, I get an attitude and an argument. I don't know who's fucking flying that plane.
That's a real. I never thought about that. That's an extremely good point. You know what I mean? Like
now, all three of us can be terrified of.
My French fries are all fucked up. Like there's no pharmacist at the CVS. Yet I expect all the rotors on that fucking airplane turbine to be perfectly checked.
Right, and I no, I can't. If you're right, no pharmacist at a pharmacy. That's like
but that oil, that plain dipstick, they're gonna check that every day.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm probably
opening my eyes,
spreading fear right now, and I don't. It's just me, But I'll do it. When it was work, it was easy, and I wasn't as afraid back then because there was still some kind of American pride in your work. I'm good at this job. I'm good at doing this. I might not like it, but it's my job. I take pride in it. Right. It's how I earn a living, and I'm going to do it the best I can. There's a fucking grocery store chain that's looking for 22,000 employees. 22,000 people will not get a job. I thought that they were having trouble getting jobs. Turns out they don't want to get jobs. They just want to.
Shit, Darren, you remember back in the day, we get turned down at ShopRite.
I know. My dad used to say,
our friends' parents needed that job. Now you got to go, man.
Getting a job because my parents weren't about to fucking buy me CDs and cars and gas and shit like that.
Right.
As they shouldn't. I
had to earn my money, man, the good old-fashioned way when I was a kid. I used to have to go buy my parents cigarettes.
Yeah, there you go. That's a job.
And then I got to spend the 3/4 at K&G. That was hard work.
But at least you were delivering. You were delivering. You were going out, purchasing something, and bringing it back. That's actually a job. But now, my kids got to keep them in line. Like, can I have $40? Take me to the mall. When? Now. And can I have $40? Whoa. Oh. We earn things in this house. I don't care what's going on at school. You're going to be clean. You're going to be clean. Man. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like we'd
be at Scott Pepple's house hauling junk for fucking 8 hours to get a fucking 20 spot.
Yep. And that was
fun. I think
fun.
everything goes full circle, though. Like everything will come back around. I think people will take pride in their jobs again. And with saying that, Darren, I'd like to bring up something very important I read that you posted. So are you going through with putting out every bit of work that you've done album wise, like reissuing it again on even cassettes and vinyl and
On
CD?
cassette right now.
Just cassette.
Not
That's so fucking awesome, man.
just because 10 years ago, I used to say to people in the industry that no longer really exists, I used to say, you know what? You got to stop putting all the fucking focus on streaming, because people that love music want to have it in some capacity. Not to mention that if I go on Netflix, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need to have the DVD or the Blu-ray. I can just go on Netflix and watch it. I go on there and the movie that I wanted to watch is gone.
Right? Yep.
Or my internet goes out right in the middle of something. So you have to have the backup if you want to watch
Physical
a movie.
copy.
Put a Blu-ray in. Put a Blu-ray on.
Right.
The fucking problem with
Tristan,
that.
check this out. On Sunday, I got a sweet dual deck. It's probably the same one that Deron saw in my fucking pop's basement the last time he was down there. Stereo.
Yeah.
Probably.
And we will have a Deron Miller cassette tape fucking release party. We can live stream it or do whatever we want, but we will have a straight up like cassette release party in the
I'll
basement.
fly out for that. I would fly out for that.
Even if you don't want to fly, I guarantee you, because you're a friend of mine, you're a great guitarist. I don't need you, you know what I mean, landing like off the runway in Denver. So
Hopefully
after we can stream it, we can have commentary.
That would be awesome. And it's funny because all of a sudden, then after I say you're wrong, these old formats are going to come. Obviously, not 8-track and shit like that, but the things that worked, that were convenient. You get in your car, a little tape deck, you throw the tape in, and you listen to it. That's easy. That's much easier than fucking trying to find something on Spotify while you're driving, or people want to have. If it's possible to have a physical item of something that you can listen to or watch, people want that. That's why all this stuff is coming back around, and the vinyl manufacturers can't meet the demand.
There's no vinyl. They're running out of PVC, so they can't even fucking print like.
They can't print because the demand is unbelievable. Nobody expected this demand that I said was going to happen 10 years ago.
Right.
And the cassette tape is a pretty rugged format too. Like, think about it. You know what I mean?
It is rugged, but it's just something about it. It's not just nostalgic. Oh, I remember when I used to have tapes. I want to buy tapes because it makes me feel like high school, which is a good reason to have it. But just because it's owning music that you like. It's hard to explain exactly, but
it's nice because you can pull that shit out. You know what I mean?
Supportive. You get the album cover. You get the photos. You get to see more about what the band or the artist is about. You don't know, like, album covers are gone. Well, they have been gone, coming back now, but nobody knows what the cover of the last fucking Nickelback album was.
Yeah.
Not that they'd want to, but that's what I'm talking about. It's a collection
party with
thing.
a bunch of scumbags like I do. A fucking album. I mean, it looks good, but then it gets fucking smashed.
Right.
Well, that's the cool thing. Like
the aftermath, you know what I mean?
It could take a couple droppings,
like rummage.
Yeah, so celebrate the audio cassette. I just for my own, amusement, I want to see what these albums look like on tape.
Yeah,
that's good
awesome.
enough.
I'll be the first customer, and we will have a release party for
yeah,
sure.
We're in.
Okay,
old school Veronica Road. You know what I mean? We'll be doing it.
So Deron, is there going to be a bundle? Are you going to do a bundle of all the albums, like a cassette bundle?
No, because there might be some
individual.
Because there's like 3 different bands. Some people don't like the death metal stuff I do. They like maybe the acoustic stuff that I do. And oh shit, where is that fucking thing? I'm looking.
And then Art can criticize all 3 of them.
Does he do that?
No, he actually enjoys your music. I got to hear a couple of your tracks at his house.
That's cool.
He said he loves World Under Blood.
Yeah, World Under Blood. Yeah,
that's his favorite.
That's one of my favorites too. And the amount of stress that album relieved. Instead of going out and killing people, I did that. I did that.
No,
record.
that's a good plan too. I mean, there's
Music is therapeutic. People are like, "What's with the screaming? I don't hear any music." It's fucking therapy. It's therapy.
Stop for you, asshole.
Well, it could be if they opened their mind.
Yeah,
But instead of screaming at their husbands or their wives or beating their kids, maybe they should put on some fucking metal and I'll scream for you.
So I think your cassette tapes will come in tremendously handy on 202. Still doing the commute up to King of Prussia. It's like it's
if
a
you
great
still have
metal drive.
If you got a tape
Metal
player,
definitely helps.
yeah. But I want to sign them all, and it's just something I want to do for people that have been sticking around waiting for this album to come out.
It'll definitely be fun.
It's awesome.
It sucks to be criticized for holding up something that I'm not holding up.
Well, you're always holding up the metal, the guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're always.
I'm about supporting and holding up my end of what I got to do.
You play what you want to play. You've always played what you want to play, and everyone else can fucking suck a D. If they don't like it, they don't got to listen to it.
Absolutely, but more in the way of holding up like the release of the album, like delaying the release of this record that I've been working on for almost 3 years. It's all of the COVID shit. And the fact that because of COVID and because of not paying attention to the industry, now you have like 5 record plants trying to press 1 million albums because nobody would take my advice and put a couple million dollars.
There was that was actually on the news, man. The fucking shit was crazy. They a lot of them were shutting down because they didn't buy the fucking pellets.
Right, and whatever reason, the one that I used for the last 15, 20 years closed down the day after I picked up the vinyl of my last record that I did.
Of course.
After 81 years in the business, they just close up shop.
Like on that day.
On the day after. And they got my order wrong. I asked for a certain specific color and they didn't do it. And I was not pissed. I'm going to, argue this. This is what I paid for, That's what I should get. Right. But then I thought, what the fuck? Care? They're losing their job tomorrow. Why are they going to fucking care about my complaint? They're not even going to be open for business tomorrow. So I let it go.
Damn.
It's insane.
So you got to tell me,
what's going on right now?
Did you find an outfit that's gonna that can still produce cassette tapes?
Yeah, there's a ton of them, and CDs are like, they're not as fun as vinyl and tapes were. Tapes, you just went small little thing, you can open it up, read the lyrics, see pictures, and all that shit. But CDs are kind of like
it's more of a pain in the ass to like skip around. You know what I mean? So you really like, when the tracks are laid out, you know what I mean? You might as well just go for the ride.
You guys were teens. Right. I was like 7, so CDs were the shit. And CDs, I'm down with CDs. So I understand what you mean about tapes, but CDs were like the revolutionary thing for me in the 90s. I was like 7, 8.
Boom boxes for Christmas.
Right.
I remember getting a boom box for Christmas.
But also, what tapes and vinyl does is it breaks up albums into 2 sides.
Yep.
Remember side A, side B. So you wouldn't have to sit there and commit to listening to 40, 45 minutes of something. It's like an act. It's like intermission at a play. They give you a chance to stop, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, and then they come back and do the second half.
Dude, you're bringing back memories now, man. There's some albums where I would just fucking rewind side B.
Yeah, you're like side B is better than side A, so I'm not going to play side A.
So just started like song 5.
Right, exactly, and that's what I think that albums should be broken up into 2 parts. That's why maybe I don't like CDs anymore.
Okay, well, I understand.
Because side A, you got probably the strong opening track. Side B is the strong opening track for side B, and then whatever. I mean, as long as the album could be all good, but it just you tend to be like, oh, what's that song on side B that's fucking awesome?
Yeah, you want to start strong and finish strong.
Yeah, it's just that it's very.
But you have
little
to do that
thing.
twice, not just once.
Right. If you like what
It's-
you're listening to, you got to turn it over and make that commitment. And people don't want to press stop, eject, pick up, turn over, put back out. It's like everybody wants to get away with doing as little as possible with everything today.
I get it.
Well, it's
I
funny,
get it.
man.
It's
Going
an
back and thinking
experience.
about it, like some of the Metallica and like Slayer albums and shit. I probably know the first song on side B.
Right. Think about it.
Yeah.
And Justice for All, the
It
first
wasn't
song.
Shortest Straw, was it?
Shortest Straw was the first song side B of And Justice for All. See how that little detail makes you remember and appreciate so much more about that album than it just being an album that plays for an hour. You're like, I remember
No,
that.
for real, man. Because you're
Shortest
waiting
Straw.
for that click.
Yeah, Harvester of Sorrow, Frayed Ends of Sanity.
Yeah. Like you know
Remember all that
all
shit.
the whole order of the song. But you're right. You had that first one when you flip it over.
Right. And you're allowed, like you subconsciously put that first. I know it sounds so pretentious, but it's true. These little things where you listen to half of the record and you either decide to turn it over and play the rest of it, or you say, I don't like this that much, and I'm probably never going to listen to it again.
No one else is. It's
Right.
kind of fucking me up right now. That's probably why I was telling Tristan. You know what I mean? I finally started recording some music again with these guys. We did an EP, and then I was like, "Nah, an EP's cool.
Yeah,
You know, it's
fuck
4
yeah.
songs. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
side A. Like, don't necessarily fuck it up. You know, right away with a shitty side B. Like,
Right.
there ain't nothing wrong with with the Garage Days.
No, definitely not. No, that fucking thing is classic. But EPs are awesome because it's like you don't want to give somebody so much music. Like the best EP I think that ever existed was Carcass Tools of the Trade.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's some good shit right there, man.
4 songs. If you want just to see if you're gonna like Carcass, it's an EP, $6.
And then some of them, it's like full blown. So you'll have maybe 4 strong songs,
right?
rather than, you know what I mean, like a strong start. You know, you got some other stuff in there. You know, to go to the fridge, grab a beer or two. You know, and then
Yes. The little things that add up to something that's very important. And you remember the band
man. I
Cancer?
ain't thought about that shit for fucking ages. I'm gonna have to go back to my dad's house and see what fucking tapes I still got.
And you know what? You wouldn't believe how much those things are worth. Those tapes that we used to buy in high school that are just sitting around in the garage.
Another one of my
probably got
favorites,
them all.
Overkill. They made some great cassette tapes.
Oh yeah. Those tapes are worth $60, $70 a piece.
It's crazy shit now. Even like fucking Tawny's place, man, where they said I thought I was gonna actually see Eric Victor the other day. I ain't seen that motherfucker in like fucking 100,000 years. But
I think Aaron told me he saw Eric Victor recently.
but now people are going through their shit, you know what I mean? And there's actually places that they buy, sell, and trade that shit.
Yeah, he's still doing the Creep Records thing, right?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Dude, I was laughing my
Let me
ass off
grab
there.
some
And
real
back
quick.
in the day, I was like, yeah, you're going to start a fucking bong shop and a record company. Yeah, that's, you know what I mean? That's really going to fly, you know? 30 years later, I was like, guess I fucked that one up.
You never know. Somebody has
You
this
never know.
wacky idea. Most of them go south pretty quick, but you know, Eric Victor had this thing he wanted to do, and he still does it. He's still doing it.
I mean, he had to stick to it. He had the longevity.
Yep. And his bands were cool too. He had that band Reject, which was cool. Remember Mona playing on the drums?
Yeah.
Carver Mastardi was in that, and Sid.
Yeah.
Aaron
All
Carter.
the motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the vinyl. Yep.
Is that real? Is that your signature?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a guy on eBay last year he was selling these for a very, very, very reasonable price. And he said he was a friend of yours.
Oh yeah.
And he wasn't advertising that they were signed at all. And when I received this, I said, you know, are you Deron? And he said, no, I'm just a friend.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Matt.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure this was real. Okay, great.
Yeah. No, I know Matt. Matt is a huge friend of mine. He actually just moved to New York City. And he was working on Saturday Night Live now.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's gone from selling records to SNL. See what happens if you hang around me long enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, just wanted to verify that as well. So, yeah, anybody that bought that double vinyl of the B-sides and rarities,
Yeah, they
and it
should.
was signed by Darren, it's real.
Trust me, people send me. I get every day somebody saying, "Is this real? Is this legit?" I look for their sake. I look for fake signatures, and it's not like I'm fucking Paul McCartney, but there have been people that are trying to sell shit that was signed
Just
in
get a buzz,
2000.
yeah.
It's
You know
not
what's hilarious, Darren?
not my signature.
All my fake signatures are even more valuable because they're branded.
I know. I remember that he used to do
He
that.
used to just be like, yeah, like I knew you'd say it was cool, so I just like knocked like 100 of these out. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I remember that he used to do that. I actually watched Brandon and remember Rab's movie
The hot dog.
Casserole.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that since we did it, and I watched the clip yesterday, and it's so fucking hilarious, man. I don't know how
all that shit, man. Yeah, you gotta let us know if you get back out here again, dude.
I want to because I'm pussying out just because based on fear.
Nah, it's not your fucking fault. It's a pretty sound rationale, but who knows, man? Get a fucking get a tour van, do acoustic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to get fucked up enough to get on a plane. Probably have to meet the pilot. have to crush
Pull like an AT, man. I get you some Valium in your milk.
interrogate the pilot with like 17 Xanax in my.
Yeah. Like, what's that red button flashing for? Like, that means that the brake is on. Like we're still parked.
I mean, the only thing that kind of makes it okay is that I know they don't want to die, so they're gonna try.
That's a good point. See, now you're getting somewhere.
They're gonna make an attempt to do their job. It's life and death.
Yeah, well,
okay, so real quick, what's up with our producer?
Get you on here, just grab your phone, talk some shit, reminisce.
Yeah, I gotta make a plan to come out there.
Get ready for a motherfucking cassette tape extravaganza, bitches.
For something other than work. It would be nice to go out there and visit just for like a week.
Yeah, man, do something fun. I mean, that's what I do now. So there's a chance if I'm in California, I got some relatives out there. I'm gonna give you a call, dude.
Oh yeah, you could stay here. You don't have to get a fucking room or anything. We've got plenty of room.
No, it's fun. And I know you've got obnoxious kids too, so you won't throw them.
They're not obnoxious. You won't even see them. You won't even see them. They don't want to see Dad's old friends.
There you go.
Rab was here.
It's beautiful. It's a budding bromance.
That is, man. We miss it. See, they don't know how it is, man. Just because we don't see each other for 10 or 20 years, we didn't miss a step.
Right.
I'm surprised you didn't remember if I fucking like borrowed one of his fucking shirts or something. What's it back?
Doesn't even, nope. You know what? You know somebody well enough when you reconnect after 10, 15 years, it's like no time has passed.
Yeah. Still jealous of the hair, though.
I don't know. I don't know
why. Won't grow.
This shit just won't go gray for some reason. Starting to bother.
So what does our producer need to say? What's up, Rob?
Well,
Rob,
just real quick. First question for you guys. Have you ever seen anybody eat their own dick before? Because you're about to.
No. Why? No, why?
I mean, we all have instances, right, where we've had a bad day, and then we open our mouth and that we immediately regret saying has already come out. Happening, right? So when I opened up mouth earlier in this very broadcast and vented some shit out about Leatherface. First of all, I immediately regret that. Like it wasn't even out of my mouth before my brain was going, stop. Because not only was it just a shitty thing to say, but it wasn't even entirely true.
Did we get fired? Because that'd be kind of cool if we did.
What'd you say about Leatherface? Who's Leather? Are you talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, Leatherface. That was the wrestler from the Viva La Bam episode.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's who he's talking about.
Viva la Bam.
Anyway, that was one of those situations where a whole bunch of shit, and this is not an excuse, it's a reason, and there is a difference. Is so much bad shit happened to me last week, all the way up until even today. Frustrations happening, and that was just one of those situations where I started doing this without running it by the old brain to mouth filter, and then pushed it a bit, and I embarrassed one of my oldest friends, and I regret that, and I
Aw.
for
That's kind of you to say you're sorry.
So you're pissed off, Leatherface, on my fucking show. You always got to do something on my fucking show. All right, you know what, dude? So say sorry to him. Say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry. You love him.
I just fucking did before you started running off with this there, Susan. You shut up.
This guy.
Well, Leatherface, he's sorry.
Guy.
So
Darren,
Leatherface,
I'm sorry too.
Leatherface, I love you.
Fucking.
We should all say sorry.
What I did, and we're gonna
Tristan, I'm sorry too, man.
I'm sorry for things that people didn't like that I did in the past, and I'm gonna be sorry for things I'm gonna do in the future that people don't like. I'm taking care of. I don't apologize ever again.
Don't be sorry. There's nothing to be
sorry
about.
Sorry for
politically.
I'm sorry for that time in grade where I was peeing with my pants pulled all the way down and scared some little boy crying.
Oh,
I'm sorry for that.
I don't think an apology will get
that at a Florida hotel.
What is happening?
Your Honor, I'm going to pee with my pants up today. So
I think that we should all be allowed to say whatever the fuck we want. We don't have to apologize for it.
There we go.
Don't apologize.
But there's a difference when a real, actual friend takes the bullshit you say. Okay, it's exactly what it was, and
but it's always a drunk thing, right? It's always an alcohol thing.
But
Jameson would agree.
See, I knew that he had put people down already.
Yeah, it's always the alcohol. Darren remembers the old days where me and Art never said we were sorry.
Get out of here. So
Darren would be like, "Pussies better fucking fight it out."
I hated apologies. I hate apologies for so many reasons.
Darren would make Art and I apologize to each other with our fists.
If you're sorry for something, you got to think, why am I saying I'm sorry, and what does that really do? You could do anything now. People know that they're going to apologize for things they're about to do. So
let's not get it twisted. Me and Leatherface have taken it to the backyard before. One of the
taking
times
it in the
when
backyard. What?
With this chainsaw?
What we did in the backyard, white Jesus.
Yeah, it sounds only like sexual. So wait, but here's the thing, Darren. Does Rob look like he's a guy who would be sorry?
When he's sober, yes.
Okay, look at him laughing. Fuck no. He's not sorry for shit. And he should just stay that way. You should just be yourself, Rob. You're not sorry. You love Leatherface, but
I can't judge him by his looks, because if I'm wrong, then I have to apologize for that.
No, you don't judge a book by its look. You can judge Rob. Rob's easy to judge. Look
at so what I want to be sorry for right now is I can hear my fuckface freaking family destroying the house right now.
They're doing
it to me. Get down there and try and stop.
All right, well, we can end the show.
We can
end the show. That's fine.
Destroyed.
Let's do it again.
Hey, Rake, I want to apologize to you for saying you look like me, unemployed brother.
He's wasted.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're talking to some wasted guy here.
Look at him.
I'm supposed to be the one that's fucking drunk and out of control.
Me too.
I got like all these shots here. I'm not wasted. Come on, Rob.
There we go. But yeah, Darren,
be professional.
Again.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap the show up.
All right,
make some good shit happen.
My son is exactly. Yeah, we got to do this so that we can do it smoothly and tell people about it. At the last minute, when I have these internet problems, maybe we should give ourselves like some time before.
Yeah,
we could do it earlier too.
Like
and
if
all
you
the
say
horrible stuff I said about Darren before, like he would like fix the internet problems. If you could just erase like that part of the tape.
Tell me what you said.
Already done. Already
I don't
done.
even know what I said, but I know how it is sometimes.
We know what we're doing
out
here.
there, there's shit going on. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's like back in the day, like, dude, guys, I'll be there at like 8.
Yeah. Never show up.
Right.
11 o'clock. Where the fuck did everybody go?
Yeah. I
I'm
know.
on my way.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, if you guys probably went on some kind of, rant about what was happening, and now you feel like you have to edit it out, which I don't think you should.
No, we're not fucking editing anything out.
Not at all.
I think you should. Well,
Don't
no,
worry
I don't
about
think you should, because you're probably jumped to a conclusion that didn't happen to be the case. I was not.
Not at all.
I was doing nothing.
Tristan, it's just the crying part. Get rid of the me crying that Darren doesn't like me anymore part. That was like really embarrassing.
The only thing that went wrong was my life. Everything went fine in this situation. And the only thing we said, I think I just said, what's up with your friends not showing up?
No,
I think
the
it's the only
perfect
thing
part
I
was,
said.
like, he starts hollering at his family, and then I'm like,
There's nothing to edit.
I'm like, Darren's not fucking showing up. Like, let's think of something else to talk about. Like,
See? You know that I can be dependable.
You're very dependable.
And this will be
I didn't
posted
realize
right
how
after
bad
it
you
ends.
fucking,
I'm not punctual, but I'm dependable.
I like it.
So them CKY shows never went on time. I was always waiting. I'm like, I'm here. Why aren't they on stage?
Yeah, some of that was my
Darren.
fault, though.
You weren't waiting for me, I'll tell you that.
I will. I'll back his ass on that one.
I believe it.
Darren's like,
I believe
fuck
it.
face
I was the one that's like,
Yes.
let's go. They're fucking out there. Let's fucking do this.
Time's a
believe
wasting,
I
dickheads.
believe it.
Good times, man. But Darren, hey, dude, it was great to
Let's
catch
go.
up.
So we'll do this again.
We
Just
should
to
do
make
this
it happen, buddy.
We got to do this weekly. There's no reason why we can't.
Oh yeah.
Well, we
just
do
say
it
something.
weekly. So if you want to join us next week, that's totally awesome.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Plus, my science thing. I need your analytical mind.
Okay, I can do that.
We're doing a science show next week, Rake Science Hour.
As Brandon would say, analytical. But
If you'd like to join us, you're in.
I would definitely want to be a part of that.
Special guest scientist.
Very
That's fine.
exciting.
You heard it here first, people.
That's
All
right,
cool.
Darren.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this show up.
Dude, get
All
the
right.
tape. It's fucking banging. You're gonna love it. Darren Miller, everybody. Peace out,
I'm in.
people.
Same time, same link, everything.
We'll figure it
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, I'll send you a new
make
link
it
next
happen.
week.
Send me a
So
new
thank you
link.
for joining us this week, dude.
I had a great time, as short as it was. I didn't know who that other guy was. But that was
Our producer.
it was cool. It made it, interesting.
That's our
I mean,
night
the
cowboy
roofers will wear off
producer.
after a while. He'll be okay. But anyway, take care, man.
Right.
All right, see you guys later.
All right. Peace out, Darren. See you later.
Later.
Rock the horse.